wife and everybody's cheering, screaming, jumping. The pastor would just say, by next 9 months, we are coming to eat rice. We are coming for naming. It's just, see, we cannot even pretend about it. It's just what we expect, especially in this part of the world, on the planet, where we learn intelligent tips, nuggets, wisdom on how to effectively navigate life in order to enjoy bliss all round in all phases of our life. Whether it has to do with your marriage, your money, your motherhood, your career, everything. As long as you're an amazing, resourceful woman, this is the show for you. The show was literally created with you in mind. So, how has your Wednesday been so far? I believe this show would make your Wednesday even more delicious. I'm sure you're having an amazing day already. But when you just sit put, listen, learn, most importantly, call to contribute, your day is set to even be more merrier than it is. Now, here's what we're going to do. Can you guess what we're talking about today? Today, we're going to talk about something that is actually quite delicate. It's not something people just talk about. People try to avoid it as best as they can. It's the kind of thing that happen that people would say lots of God forbid. But we can't be saying God forbid to all the issues of life because it happens to people, and we have to learn the skill set on how to navigate it, because no matter how much we say God forbid is not my portion, somebody that is experiencing it, going through it, has gone through it, maybe going through it, right? So it is important that we have the knowledge, the wisdom, the skill set to navigate it. So tonight we'll be talking about delayed pregnancy and pressure. Delayed pregnancy and pressure in marriage, where love is under stress. Most times when we talk about marriage, we're just talking about the bliss, the happiness, the joy. Oh my God, the ring, I got married, I'm excited. But the reality is, that is not what everybody experiences. In fact, people's marital experiences are not the same universally. A lot of times when people talk about marriage, they just talk about it that is just one straight way for everybody. Everybody gets married, everybody just gets pregnant, and in 9 months' time, there's a baby. That is not the reality for everybody. Yes, it is a reality for some people, but it's not the reality for everybody. Now, when that is not your reality, when that is not the reality of people within your area of influence, how do you navigate it? What do you need to do intelligently? If that is your reality, what do you do to ensure that you make life better for the next person? That is what we'll be talking about today, because we cannot run away from the fact that, today is Wednesday. On Saturday, you go to any wedding, go to any church, you see people getting married, and they're like, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and everybody's cheering, screaming, jumping. The pastor would just say, by next 9 months, we are coming to eat rice. We are coming for naming. It's just, see, we cannot even pretend about it. It's just what we expect, especially in this part of the world. In more civilized societies, yes, sometimes you might just feel like, okay, maybe the couples are not even ready to have children yet, you can understand. But in Africa, in Nigeria, in Bayelsa State, womb watchers are looking at your stomach and expecting, some people will count. And I remember, just as I'm just speaking to you, I just remember, oh my God, it's such a glaring memory, like so fresh, like it just happened yesterday. And I remember someone saw me after I had my son, my first child, and the person like, oh, congrats, ahead of your wedding. Oh, you have a baby? Yeah, okay. Yeah. The person literally started counting the month I got married, like, excuse you? You're like counting in front of me. What are you trying to confirm? What are you checking? That is how much people are not emotionally intelligent. So what are you trying to check? But that's what happens to a lot of people. In fact, some people get married, and when it's 1 year, their 1 year anniversary, they're embarrassed to even celebrate it, or, put out a post on social media to say, oh, we're 1 year. Why? Because they don't have a child yet. Somebody might just say, people are enjoying yourself too much. Oh, I hope you're ready for junior. Junior should be coming. Oh, by now, madam, your stomach should not be as flat as this now. Oga, are you not doing your work well? All these silly things that people feel like they can just say without thinking how the people would feel. And just because of that thing you say that you're like, oh, I was joking, it was a play, you probably would have ruined somebody's day or week or month. So we need to do better. But how would you do better if you do not know the impact of the pressure of delayed pregnancy on marriages? And that is what we will discuss today on the Resourceful Woman Show. The intent is, if you're experiencing delayed pregnancy in your marriage, you would understand that, okay, this is what is happening psychologically. This is what you're experiencing mentally. This is how to navigate it. Secondly, it is for us as members of the society to know how to relate with people experiencing delayed pregnancy. They're like, oh, TTC moms, trying to conceive moms, trying to conceive dads. I see TTC moms. What about TTC dads? Trying to impregnate or trying to conceive dads. We must understand that it is not a walk in the park. And a lot of times when we talk about delayed pregnancy, the notion, the assumption is that, delayed pregnancy is just medical. Not necessarily. It creates mental pressure, mental stress, and we need to talk about it. We need to acknowledge it because people are experiencing it. If I give you a minute, I'm sure you can think of somebody possibly a relative, a friend, a colleague, a neighbor that is experiencing delayed pregnancy in their marriage, that may have experienced delayed pregnancy in their marriage, and you may even know things they've experienced. Oh, why are we looking too far? You may be the one experiencing it or has experienced it. Now, to ensure that we have a very robust number, you call in and share your thoughts. The number is 090 6000 2420 090 60. Wow. Yeah. That's true. Thanks for sharing. Good evening. Thanks for sharing. I told you today's topic is actually very delicate, and you see our college Wednesday, because a lot of times we actually feel, and I would give it to people that when they ask this question, they have no negative intention. They just feel like, hey, I'm just being supportive, I'm just asking a question. But really, you must know that it is something sensitive, especially when the person, it's out of the person's hands to do it. It's not like somebody is not eating and you say, go and eat food. and the person made a choice of not eating food, that one you can like, why are you not eating? You can eat. This is talking about getting pregnant. That is way out of the reach of anybody. Even those that go through the medical route will say, the doctor at the end of the day, they will just say, pray. We've done what we can do. Pray, it is God. So we really, really have to be careful on how we discuss with people going through it. We have to be intelligent on how to navigate it. And that's why the Resourceful Woman show is here. Because you must first understand that anybody experiencing delayed pregnancy in marriage is already under pressure. And that pressure is not a walk in the park. Because inside that marriage, tension is growing. Blame has appeared. The husband is looking at the wife. Is she the cause of it? The wife is looking at the husband. Is he the cause of it? And one of the things that usually happen is that silence increases. Both partners just becomes private. Everybody's like, let me first go and sort myself out, because you see it on social media, so you can just infer that is what people do. Someone like people are married, they've not had children, the wife has not gone to check herself, the husband has not gone to check himself. Why are you waiting first? Go and check yourself. So that inadvertently just shows that a lot of people now start, withdrawing into their shell. Let them go and check what's the problem. Are they the cause of the problem? And when a wife goes to the hospital and the doctor say, oh, you're fine, madam, you're fine, there's no problem from you. Instantly, if she's fine, who else is the problem? The husband. If the husband also goes to the hospital and they tell the husband that, okay, you're fine, there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, we checked you, you're fine, you should impregnate your wife. The man silently starts thinking, oh, if I'm fine, nothing is wrong with me, then my wife is the problem. And just that thought alone puts pressure in that marriage. Now imagine this: regular marriage, having children, there's pressure, there's stress. Now imagine a marriage that experiences delayed pregnancy. So even when no outsider has come, no friend, no family, no external voices, just between them, people are going through stress. Now imagine you added extra pressure to that marriage simply because you love them. So the question tonight is, how does a marriage survive when Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hi. How you doing, sir? Beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow.
The first child is
okay.
I suffer this kind of thing. So sometimes I will just laugh. Some people will come to me and say, what did they happen there? I say, who's my dad? I say, my wife. I say, what did you have? So I was never born. I say, now your wife?
Oh, wow.
So when I ask a few people, they're not speaking about this. Even in other things, I was traveling, I was stopping in the
Okay.
something. So they didn't have the kind of food I like. So I just they should give me a sitting there. Back out there, very educated. I was able to see. After my seniors,
She knows you? She knows you personally?
Say advice. Things are getting people and some people are eating planning not to have too many children, so just can't jump
into conclusion. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. You know what I love about our last caller? First is the fact that this caller is a man. A lot of times when we talk about delayed pregnancy and we talk about the pressure it brings, we automatically just assume that the pressure is on the woman. We just assume that the pressure is on the wife. You've heard a man call. Now, this is not his wife saying what she experienced. We're talking about the man experience. People giving unsolicited advice. There's someone, Rita Maxwell, on Facebook. Rita Maxwell says, people don't give them babies at baby naming ceremonies. So people are being marginalized. So why are you producing communities that say we are being marginalized? We're being marginalized. People are being marginalized for delayed pregnancy. So somebody's excited, goes to your baby naming ceremony, and you don't give the person the child to hold because the person doesn't have a child yet. Now imagine what it does to the person's mental state and how it would affect the marriage. Today, the message is, please, let's be kinder. There's so much to talk about this, and probably next week we'll continue because we need to learn how to extend grace, extend kindness to people. You cannot, in the name of being concerned, start giving unsolicited advice. There are people that, extended family members that would now start digging into the past of either the wife or the husband to say, maybe they've done something with the womb. Maybe he has done this. Like the man said, he was having a burger and drinking a bottle of Coke, and a woman walked up to him and said, you're not supposed to be taking this. Why though? We really need to be kinder. So next time you see somebody that is experiencing delay in childbearing, it is not your place to offer unsolicited advice. It is not your place to ask them, what are they trying? How far have they gone? When people need your help, they would come. They are the ones experiencing it. When they need your help, they will come. Don't just assume that people don't know what to do, so they are stuck and you are the savior of their life. It is actually not good. We must understand that delayed pregnancy, the experience is very, very emotional. When people experience it, it deals with their confidence, it affects their identity, their self-worth, it affects the intimacy in the marriage. It affects communication. Intimacy now becomes like a chore. It's now just for reproductive purposes. There's no pleasure again. So you just know that the person is not even whole. So it is not your place to make life harder for the person. And you know how it always happens on the Resourceful Woman show. When we're just getting into the meat of our conversation, time just looks at us, winks at us and say, hey, I'm not your friend. How do we make time our friend on this show? Because oh my God, the time is never enough. Sometimes it's as though I've just spoken for 2 minutes, literally. I feel like I've just spoken for 2 minutes and I'm looking at the producer is looking at me and giving me signals like it's time to blow kisses and say goodbye. And that's what's actually happening now. So tonight, I hope you learned to be kinder, extend grace to people, understand that unsolicited advice is simply gossip. When people need your help, they would ask for it. And if you see anybody experiencing delayed pregnancy in marriage, please, kindly extend grace. And I want you to know, for everybody experiencing it, now we've spoken about how we, should relate with anybody experiencing it. For anybody experiencing delayed pregnancy in marriage, it is important that you know that that is not your identity. And one mistake I see that happens a lot when people are experiencing delayed pregnancy is that couples start fighting. The goal is not to fight. The goal is to go through the journey together. And that, in fact, when you experience it, that's when the strength of your marriage is revealed. So this situation does not define your worth. It does not define your wholeness. It is not who you are. It's just a part you're going through. And by the special grace of God, you'll come out victoriously. So, until same time, 4:30 p.m., on Wednesday next week when we talk about something very topical. Stay blessed and have an amazing, amazing day. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Bye.